All right. Today we're going to talk about one of the absolute weirdest things to ever happen in Bikini Bottom, and that is saying a lot. We're talking about the time SpongeBob's love of bubbles went from a fun hobby to a full-blown citywide emergency. It's a wild story about panic, a change in perspective, and a very, very large fry cook. I mean, it's a question you've probably never even thought to ask, right? But the answer gives us one of the fastest, most bizarre character flips I have ever seen. This whole journey starts with a desperate cry for help and, believe it or not, ends with a call to the fire department. So let's get into how this all went down.
So like a lot of stories in Bikini Bottom, this one kicks off with SpongeBob in a state of just, absolute chaos. He is completely surrounded, he's overwhelmed, and he's being taken over by something he just can't control. You can already feel the panic setting in.
And this is it. This is his first reaction. You can just hear the terror in his voice. It's not just that he's covered in bubbles. They're actually getting inside him, filling him up and blowing him up like a giant yellow parade float. His first instinct is just pure, unfiltered fear. And this whole thing happens so fast. 1 second, he's just caught in a little bubble storm. The next, those bubbles are seeping into his spongy body, and suddenly, he is just expanding at this crazy rate. His square pants are turning into this giant wobbly cube. This is the moment of crisis, this unstoppable, kind of terrifying transformation. Right when you think he's about to just pop or maybe float away, something inside him just flips. The fear, it's gone, and it's replaced by something totally different. This is the exact moment the entire story just pivots. And this line says it all. While he's still getting bigger by the second, SpongeBob just turns to this completely baffled Squidward and genuinely thanks him. In his mind, Squidward isn't just standing there. He's somehow helped him achieve this magnificent new size. He's not just accepting what's happening, he's actually encouraging it. So you see this complete 180 in how he's thinking. He goes from being this helpless victim, totally at the mercy of the bubbles, to being this enthusiastic fan who sees his enormous new size as a gift. It's a really powerful and, let's be honest, a completely insane moment of self-acceptance. And he doesn't waste a single second. The moment he embraces being gigantic, his brain goes straight back to one thing, the Krusty Krab. He doesn't see a problem here, he sees an opportunity. He basically invents a brand new job title for himself, right on the spot. The giant fry cook. See, in SpongeBob's head, being bigger doesn't mean he can't work. Oh no, it means he can now work on this epic, unbelievable scale. His passion for his job is apparently infinitely scalable. This is it. This is his triumphant declaration, his big aha moment. All that fear and confusion just melts away, and it's replaced by this one single-minded goal. The problem of being too big has somehow solved his problem of not being able to flip patties. For SpongeBob, the universe suddenly makes perfect sense now. While SpongeBob is having this major personal breakthrough, everyone else is acting like just to the right. Mr. Krabs and Squidward, they don't see an enhanced employee. They see a giant bubble-filled sponge who's breaking every single health and safety rule. So this is the new normal at the Krusty Krab. You've got an employee who takes up the entire kitchen, who is way too eager to get back on that grill, and who is way too big to be handled by the employee handler. And that leads to the only possible conclusion, really. When your fry cook inflates to the size of a small house, you are way past an HR complaint. Mr. Krabs makes the only logical call he can. He tells Squidward to call the fire department. I mean, when you look at this whole ridiculous sequence of events, panic, joy, the emergency call, you gotta ask, what's the takeaway here? What does this whole thing tell us about SpongeBob's really unique way of looking at the world? Well, at the end of the day, SpongeBob was hit with this uncontrollable, pretty terrifying problem. But instead of letting fear take over, he completely reframed the situation. He found an opportunity in the middle of a crisis and immediately tried to make it a productive day at work. It's a bizarre, it's a hilarious, and honestly, it's a strangely inspiring way to handle the giant bubbles that life throws at you.